الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله الذي نار قلوبنا بأنوار التوحيد والصفات، وشرف صدورنا بتشريف شعبان المعظم وبركات، فإنه شهر النبينا محمد عليه أفضل الصلوات وأكمل التحيات، ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ولا نظير له ولا مثيل له، حي قيوم أنت له وجوه مخلوقات، ونشهد أن سيدنا وسندنا ومولانا محمد عبده وحبيبه ورسوله، أرسله الله تعالى رحمة للعالمين، هو المبعوث بما بالمكرم والمكرم الأخلاق والمحاسن الصفات، صلى الله تعالى عليه وآله وأصحابه وأزواجه ذريته الكرام وأتباعه وخلفاء الراشدين المرشدين المهديين من بعده ووزرائه الكاملين في عهده، خصوصا منه الأئمة خلفاء رسول الله على التوفيق أمراء المؤمنين حضرة أبي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي ذوي القدر الجليل، وعلى باقية الصحابة والتابعين رضوان الله تعالى عليهم أجمعين. أيها المؤمنون الحاضرون، اتقوا الله تعالى وأطيعون، إن الله مع الذين اتقوا والذين هم مسلمون. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتاب المنزل على النبي المرسل: وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون ما أريد منهم من رزق وما أريد أن يطعمون إن الله هو الرزاق ذو قوة متين. صدق الله تعالى ربنا الكريم. أيها المؤمنون الحاضرون، السلام عليكم Rahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. Jumu'ah Mubarak. Despite our situation, we have to say hamd wa shukr. Astaghfirullah ya Rabbi. Shaykh Abdul Haqq, Allah bless him, he put for this week hadith an Hassan radiallahu ta'ala anhu qala, that he said, that Prophet said, qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Rajabu shahrullah wa Shabanu shahri رمضان شهر أمتي صدق رسول الله الذي هو الشافي وسأتي في يوم العرصات. That Rajab is Shahrullah, the month of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he said Shaban is my month and Ramadan is the month for the Ummah. صدق Rasulullah. Oh, Ya Arhamar Rahimin. Every time since the beginning of human history, mankind, الإنسان على في خص. Allah swears by time. Since the beginning of time, mankind is in difficulty, in loss, unless they الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. Every time in human history has been a time of difficulty. If you read the history, you can't find any time everything was all right. Always something. Wars and plagues and fightings and disasters. This world is a testing ground, always boiling, and mankind always there in some kind of difficulties or other. If we're in difficulties now, our parents were in before that, our grandparents before that, and back and back. And Allah says, "إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا," except for those who believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, believe in God, and وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, those who do believe and do goodness. Even in the time of difficulties, and every time is a time of difficulties, it's the time to believe and do goodness. When everything is all right, we tend to forget everything. We forget everything. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He close it down a little bit, people are fearing. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Nothing changed. Nothing changed. They say when a person is born, a new baby is born, the arrow is let loose, the shot. The arrow of fate is coming to that person, newborn. You don't know if he was shot from far away or from nearby. No one knows when it's going to hit its target. But we don't look at it. We don't think about it. Only when things are difficult, we start to think about our situation, to think about our fate, and then it's up to us how we want to respond. Allah sent to us warners, Nadir al-Mubin, clear warners, whole prophets, 124,000 prophets, and the seal of prophets, Sayyidina Muhammad, to describe for us our situation as human beings. We say, oh people, you're created by a creator, and your job, your goal, you're put into this life, given all this equipment we have, seeing and hearing and thinking and feeling and doing, speaking. We gave you all your faculties in order to know Him. Every Friday we read, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونِ. The ulama and awliya, they said that إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ, the ubudiyah, Allah doesn't need our worship, that we have to do, but it means to know about Him, to know Him, to be aware of Him, to love Allah, to come nearer to Him and to know Him. But we forgot our job. We came to earth and we forgot. Prophets came to warn us. Mostly people didn't listen to them. And the seal of prophets, came to warn people and to wake us up. They talk on the internet now to be awake, to be awake, to be one of the awakened ones, not sleeping. Oh, people, wake up to the reality around you. Prophets came to wake people up. But people don't want to wake up. Especially also, we want to sleep. If not actually sleeping, we go through the day sleeping. Prophets and their inheritors, I mean to say awliya, saints, they were awakened people. They were awake. And they were busy with trying to know their Lord by every means. By every means. By worship, by thinking, by reflecting, by meditating, by asking, by doing every kind of thing to use all their facilities to know about Allah. They were busy in that job, day and night. And everyone can ask themselves where we measure up to those beloved and glorious servants, how they were. Back. If we're under difficulty, even a couple of weeks, they're complaining. Sayyidina Yusuf, he was put into a prison. We're locked in our homes. We have everything. We have food, we have internet, we have TV, we have air conditioning. He was thrown in the dungeon, the worst Even a modern prison is going to be a luxury hotel compared to what he was put. They put him and they forgot about him. They're going to bring him out again and they put him back in again, even longer. And he was patient. We were with him everywhere, every time and place, says Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He knew about his Lord, and he was patient. When Allah took him out from that prison and made him the wazir in Egypt, gave him power and high position, he was praying. Rabbi, we recited in the zikr every time we do khatim. Rabbi fasta'idh billah. Rabbi qad ataytani min al-mulk wa 'allamtani min ta'wil al-ahadith. Oh my Lord, you established me in the land, you gave me a good position, and you taught me the meaning of everything that happened to me. It was a huge blessing for a person to know why this happened to me, why this trial came to me, why this sadness came to me, why death came, why sickness came, loss of loved ones, loss of wealth, loss of this, loss of that. Why? And Allah made his heart to be peaceful to know what was the reason, divinely reason for everything. He gave him. As Musa was asking, what's the reason why everything happening the way it's happening? I said, it's not easy to know. It's not easy to know that. You have to be patient with what you don't like to know that. We went to Sayyidina Khidr, and Khidr tried him with heavy things that he couldn't understand, and he had to be patient. And like that, Allah is trying all of us. The situations in our lives, we can run everyone's program same time. They're marveling at the computers now that run so many different programs and analyzing and deciding and analogs and algorithms. Allah's program is running for everyone. The one watching the algorithm, he's being watched also. If they think someone sees them, he's watching everyone. And he's sending everyone, every moment, every second, our program, our test, our examination is coming to us every time. And وَلِنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ, we will test you with everything to see who's going to be patient. وقالوا إنا لله إنا إليه راجعون أولئك عليهم صلوات من ربهم ورحمة أولئك هم المهتدون. That the ones who are able to use every situation as a vehicle, as a means to turn towards Allah, He make a way for them, a bridge. When you talk to Allah, who fears Allah, who turns to Allah, who remembers Allah, who surrenders his affair or her affair to Allah, Allah makes a way out they could never imagine. And gives them from sources they couldn't imagine before. All of us are running after to get from what we know. I work, I get this, I get that. But Allah gives what we don't know. He may bless us with a sudden opening we didn't know about it. We couldn't even think to ask for it. This is what Azim said, dua of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allahumma inni as'aluka min fujati al-khair. I'm asking something, a goodness that may come suddenly without I can understand the reason why. And I'm asking refuge to and protection lest a sudden misfortune come to me with no, I can't understand any reason. Accidents and sickness, may Allah keep it away. Every time, it's time to turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Every moment. This, what we're all in it now, is an opportunity if we choose to use it. If the believer chooses to use it, or the Quran says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu amanu. Oh, you who believe, believe. When? Now. وهذا يوم البعث. This is the day of doing, if we can say it like that. Try to put your faith into action now. May Allah grant us the blessings of this day, this Yawm al-Jumu'ah, and this holy month of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Shaban Muazzam, and to be patient during this situation, that Allah may make a bridge or ladder for us to get up. أنا أسأل كلام وبلغ النظام كلام الله عزيز كما قال الله تبارك وتعالى في الكلام وإذا قرئ القرآن فاستمعوا له وأنصتوا لعلكم ترحمون. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن حسنات يذهبن سيئات. Do goodness, it wipes out badness. الحمد لله حمدا كاملين والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد وعلى وأصحابه أجمعين تعظيما لنبي وتقريبا لفخامة شان شفيع. وقال عز وجل من قائل مخبرا وآمرا إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد المخصوص بالفضائل والكرم والكمال مفخر العرب والعجم مولانا والمولى العالمين مختار سيدنا القاسم محمد يا أيها المشتاقون لنور جماله مرتجون شفاعته صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. وبارك له على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين على رسولنا سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وآله الطاهرين وصحبه الأكرمين وعلى من تبع هداهم من يوم الدين. اللهم اهدنا بفضلك فيما هديت وعافنا فيما عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت وقنا واصرف عنا شر ما قضيت فإنك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك وإنه لا يضل من وليت ولا يعز من هديت تبارك ربنا وتعالى فلك الحمد على ما قضيت نستغفرك اللهم ونتوب إليك. وصلى الله على النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام. اللهم اكشف عنا بالعذاب وبلاء ما لا يشفه اللهم اسقنا غيثا سقي رحمة ولا تجعلنا من القانتين رب اغفر ورحم وأنت خير الراحمين. اللهم افتح لنا فاتح قريب أنت خير الفاتحين فقضي دابر القوم الذين ظلموا والحمد لله رب العالمين. رب جل من نورك وليا جل من نورك سلطان نصيرا وكان حقا علينا ناس المؤمنين. اللهم افتح لنا أبواب السداد إن الله لطيف بالعباد. يا غارة الله يا غارة الله يا غارة أدركوا يا غارة. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون. أقم الصلاة.
اللهم صل على سيدنا وعلى آل سيدنا